Coach.
Thank you.
So rocky road to get to today, but what a way for the defense to rebound today. Multiple sacks, touches on the quarterback, good offensive production. What did you say to the team today, and how did you perpetuate this till the end of the season?
Well, like I told them, the answers to the tests are in the room with us together. We have all our answers. We just got to play mistake-free football. We understand how we got to play. We know how we got to play. Today, everybody made plays.
Why do you think there was such a big difference from last week to this week in playing mistake-free football the way you did?
It's a good question. Wish you could answer that. We just had a clunker last week. They came back focused and practiced, determined to win the ball game. We cut out a lot of mistakes. The penalties were light early. I know we got a couple late that I didn't like, but for the most part, those guys played a clean ball game. I thought offense did a good job on third down. Defense did a good job getting to the quarterback, at least trying to harass him, and, Henry didn't go off on us.
Were you more aggressive in terms of bringing pressure on Will than you were a week ago?
We probably were more aggressive today like we were all year, like we used to be, just getting back to basics and doing the things that we do well and playing fast football.
You have a good sense during the week, Todd, that the defense was going to bounce back strong?
The way they practice, the leadership, Levante, Devin, Vita, Wynn, those guys take over the team, and the focus was there, so it's just a matter of playing on Sunday. We've had those weeks before where it didn't show up, but it showed up this game, and they made sure of it.
These situations, when those leaders do step up, like you just said, can you kind of give us a little more insight as to what those guys kind of did this week to help, or even over the last 4 games, to kind of get this team regrouped and dialed in the way they were today?
I mean, it's just keeping everybody together, the positivity, the focus, the understanding, the communication, talking to guys when they're down, picking them up, and everybody being in the same boat. They do a real good job at that.
What was key for your group on defense being as effective as they were? We talked about it last week, not affecting the quarterback enough, even though you had 3 sacks in that game. But for what they were able to do this week, what was kind of key to that? Was it just extra resources up front? Or?
It was big to win first down. This is the team, if they can control the ball as hot as it was today, it would have been a long day. We controlled the ball more than they did, I'm pretty sure. We won first down. Letting Henry get started on first down, giving them second and manageable and third and manageable makes for a long day.
Todd, you was talking about winning first down. Talk about the tackles for loss. You guys, whether it's Levante, Elijah, Yaya, you guys had so many tackles for loss today.
Well, there were a bunch of them. Getting them out of their comfort zone was our number one job, because we knew if they stayed downhill and got Henry rolling, it was going to be a long day for us. So we penetrated and we got across the ball and made some plays.
How big was Rashad? Not only the touchdown, but getting positive yards for you down at the end when you're trying to kill the clock.
He played tough football. He played tough football. He was slamming it up in there. They got a very good D-line. The linebackers hit pretty hard. I know it wasn't no big runs, but the effectiveness of when he was slamming it up in there, eating clock up, was big for us.
What about Baker against this aggressive defense, right? Like that touchdown to Rashad was against a blitz. Just for him to have the day that he did against a defense that does bring a lot of pressure.
Did a heck of a job. He had the one blip with the interception, but he settled down after that and made the right throws. He found Mike, he found Chris, he found everybody, and he made the right throws at the right time. And sometimes it's just getting the ball in their hands and letting them run works for us, and Rashad did that.
Todd, Mike had a couple more drops. He's had 6 this year, but what does it say for him to be able to put that behind him and Baker come back to him after that?
Well, Mike's mentally tough. If he drops one, get right back to him, because we know he's going to catch it again. He's going to be open multiple times. If we keep feeding him, we know he's going to come through for us.
Kind of looked like Baker might have banged his thumb late in the game. Is he okay that way?
He hit it on the helmet. I'll see what it looks like when I go in.
Coach, obviously, Elijah got a late start with that injury. What have you seen from him, week to week, and kind of the improvements that he's shown?
He's still aggressive on the inside. He makes the edge rushers better, because you're trying to double team him and Vita on the inside, so we got to get home on the outside, getting comfortable with the system. We understand where he is. He can do a lot of things for us, and we haven't opened up his whole bag of tricks yet.
Coach, it seemed like you guys went back to a lot of man-to-man today. How'd you think JaVale Dean did today?
I thought Dean and Zion did a heck of a job playing man coverage and understanding the assignment of what they had to do. The way Hopkins has been playing this year has been incredible. So for them not to get the ball over the top like we had last week was big.
Was it a concerted effort to do that, to get more to playing more man-to-man again versus zone, or was it really just the flow of the game dictating
Game
that?
plan on how we look at people and how they look at us and what we can get away with. They play more base more than people do, so we can get away with more of it.
Coach, does it feel like your offense is starting to find some of the balance that you really want?
There's balance. We just got to stop the mistakes. There's always going to be more pass or more run depending on who we're playing. So it's never going to be a complete balance. We just want to be effective with whatever we do.
How much of a confidence boost, Todd, going into a tough road game next week?
It was big because we lost 4 in a row. You know, a lot of people can lose faith, and these guys never flinched in the locker room. The effort was there. They understood the mistakes they made, and they tried to correct them today, so that was big for us.
Did you do anything different in terms of watching, listening to CBS, watching film together as an entire defense as opposed to dividing groups? And did some guys speak up in terms of what they wanted to do or how they wanted to do it?
No, the coaches understand what they want to do and how they want to do it. We watched the game tape together, and we understood who could do what and who could go where, and we started letting guys do what they do best, and then we just put it all together and let them play it and put it in their hands.
And they had input in that as usual?
No, they didn't have. They're not in the game plan. If they want to get there at 3 in the morning, they are more than welcome to have a lot of input. Other than that,
The back and forth discussion after that loss.
back and forth discussion is not about game plan. It's just about how can we win, eliminating mistakes more or less than trying to say we should do this, we should do that. So there's good dialogue, but it's nothing like that.
Enough, Todd, have you seen enough out of Cansey already to know that this guy's a keeper?
I know he's a keeper. I thought he was a keeper when we got him, but I think he's just scratching the surface. I think there's a lot more to him.
Okay, thank you.